morning friends. In previous lecture we have learned some different properties of material, okay, like appearance. In appearance we have learned that some material have luster and some materials have dull appearance, okay. All the objects or all the materials are different in appearance from each other, okay. If we take an example of iron, gold, silver, aluminum, they all are in looking different, like they all have different color, but they have some similarities, like they all are hard material and they all have luster, they all are shiny materials, okay. Then if we compare wood and iron or wood and gold or wood and steel, they both have difference between them, like wood have dull appearance and iron has shiny appearance, okay. Generally the metals are usually lusters, okay. The examples of metals we have learned that, like gold, aluminum, silver, copper, iron, these all are the examples of metals. Then we learn about the property of hardness or softness, okay. So some materials are hard and some materials are soft. So which type of materials are hard? The materials which cannot be compressed easily or cannot be scratched easily is known as hard material. Example of hard materials are stone, glass, iron, they all are hard materials. Then soft materials, the materials which can compress easily by hand or which can scratch out easily is known as soft material. So the example of soft materials are rubber, cloth, cotton, sponge, okay. Then we have learned the property of solubility, in which we have learned about the solubility of solid substance, liquid substance and also gases. In solid substance we took example of like sugar, salt, chalk powder, sand, etc. Okay. So what we have learned that some of them are soluble in water and some of them are insoluble in water. And how we decided that some are soluble and some are insoluble? So we have performed activity that we took a sample of water in 4 containers and then we took a sample of these substances, okay. Then we have stirred it and then observe it that after some time the container which having the mixture of sugar and water or salt and water, okay. So in that container they became disappeared, okay, they became disappeared. But in the container which have chalk powder or sand or sawdust, they don't become disappeared, did not disappear. So from that we can say that sugar and salt are soluble in water and chalk powder and sand insoluble in water. Okay. Then we have performed other activity for the solubility of a liquid substance. In that activity what we have take that example of lemon juice, vinegar, then kerosene. Then same as solid substances, we have learned in activity that we took the container, plastic or glass container, in which we add the water, and then we mix these all liquid substances in different containers. Okay, so after some time we observe that some of them are easily mixed with water and some of them are not easily mixed with water. So we can say that some liquids are miscible or soluble in water and some are immiscible or insoluble in water. So which are they? We can say that lemon juice and vinegar, these are miscible, or we can say soluble, and some are, this coconut oil or kerosene are immiscible in water. Or we can say insoluble in water. Okay, so this is about the solubility of solid substance and liquid substance. Then we have learned that some gases are also soluble in water. So which type of gases are soluble in water? Okay. So we know that we have learned that two gases which are soluble in water, which are they? First one is oxygen and the second one is carbon dioxide. Okay, these two gases are soluble in water. Chemical formula of oxygen is O2 and chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. Okay, then how we can say that these gases are soluble in water? So we all know that the fishes take oxygen in breath. Same, we take oxygen in breath, but they take oxygen from the water because they live in water. So they take the oxygen which is soluble in water. So we can say that oxygen is soluble in water because the fishes cannot take the direct oxygen which is present in air. Because we all know when the fish come out from the water, it will die. Okay, so we can say that they can consume the only soluble oxygen in their breath. Then how we can say that carbon dioxide is soluble in water? So we all drink soda. So what is soda? So soda is a mixture of, soda is a mixture of water and carbon dioxide. Okay, water means H2O and carbon dioxide means CO2. And this mixture is actually known as acid. What is acid? You will learn in standard 7. Okay, so we can say that when we drink soda or any soft drink, when we open the bottle, the bubbles will come out. So what is that bubble? The bubbles is actually of this carbon dioxide gas. So we can say that carbon dioxide is soluble in water. Okay. Now in today's lecture we will learn other property of material, that some materials are float on water and some will sink in water. Okay. Some objects or some material may float or may sink in water. Okay, so if you perform the previous activity of solubility, activity 4 and activity 5 in your home, you have observed that the material which the substances or the material which does not which didn't disappear in water or which are insoluble in water. Okay, some of them may came on upside of the water or some of them may go down in the bottom of the container. Okay, then we can say that when dry leaves will fall down from the tree, what happened to it? Will it float on water or will it sink in water? Okay, so we can say that some materials will float on water and some material will sink in water. So which type of material will float on water and which type of material will sink in water? So usually we can say that the lighter material in weight will float on water. And heavier in weight sink in water. Lighter in weight, usually actually it's a rule of density. Okay, density. Density, for the formula of the density is mass upon volume. Which you will learn in physics. Okay, so it's a rule of density that the material which have lower density than water, they will float on water, and which have higher density than water will sink in water. જેને ગુજરાતીમાં ઘનતા કહેવાય. સો જેની ડેન્સિટી વોટર કરતા ઓછી હોય તે ફ્લોટ કરે અને જેની ડેન્સિટી વોટર કરતા વધારે હોય તે વોટરની અંદર સિંક કરે. If we took example of some objects and if you are asked that differentiate that object, that they will sink in water or float on water. Okay. If we took example of ice, ring, gold ring, paper boat, wooden piece, or wood, or boat, dry leaf, Okay, so we can differentiate that some of them will float on water and some of them will sink in water. So which are they? Have you seen the ice have been sunk in water? કોઈએ જોયું બરફ પાણીમાં ડૂબી ગયો છે. ઓલવેઝ જ્યારે આપણે જોયું બરફ પાણીમાં તરતો હોય. ઓકે, સો આઈસ વિલ ફ્લોટ ઓન વોટર. કોલ્ડ ડ્રિંક, કોઈ દિવસ ટ્રાય કરજો કોલ્ડ ડ્રિંક કે કોઈ પણ મેટલ ડ્રિંક હોય તો પાણીની અંદર નાખજો, શું થશે? It will sink in water because it is heavier in weight. પેપર બોર્ડ, આપણે નાના હતા રમકડાની પાણી પેપર બોર્ડ બનાવતા, શું કરતા? શું થતું? ડૂબી જતી કે તરતી? તો it will float. wood, float, લાકડું. તો જ તો બોટ જે હોળી હોય તે બોટ શાની બનેલી? લાકડાની. that is why it will float on water because its density is lighter than or lower than water. dry leaves float on water. stone, આપણે પાણીમાં પથ્થર નાખીએ શું થાય? અંદર જતું રહે. sink in water. glass, sink in water. if it took example of honey, it will also sink in water. આપણે જે હની લઈએ સ્પૂનથી ને પાણીમાં નાખીએ શું થાય? અંદર જતું રહે. oil, it will float on water. So we can say that some materials may float on water and some material will sink in water. This all depends on their density compared to water and their weight compared to water. The material which have light weight than water, okay, or which have lower density than water, they all will float on water. And the material which is heavier in weight or which have higher density than water, they all will sink in water. Okay, so this is about the float and sink in water. Okay, so in next lecture we will learn about other property of the material. Okay, thank you.